good morning, Tanya. Nice to see you.
Hi, Filet. It always feels so good to be here with you.
So today it's morning time for me and afternoon for Tanya because I'm in Vancouver. And I'm super excited to have this conversation with you because, we talk in between our meetings too. And so I have a few questions for you. I hope you're ready.
I'm feeling excited. What are we talking about today, Filet?
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about it between ourselves, and I'd just love to really share it. And this is what we I want just like to ask you about. It's like our viewpoint, how what we're looking for affects what comes towards us and what we can manifest in our life and what we experience in our life. So I wanted to ask you, what is your practice about taking responsibility for what you're looking for when you just look out into the world?
Oh, wow. I love what you said, taking responsibility. Because if we want to create our most magical lives and attract things into our lives, we have to be responsible. And one of the things that I practice every day is being responsible for my words because words have power. And the way you choose to look at a situation, the way you choose how to talk about that situation is so powerful. I'm going to give you a couple of examples and then you can jump in and share. But for me, our thoughts create our words that create what we manifest. So the words and the thoughts that we think and we say today create our future tomorrow. Tony Robbins has a beautiful sentence that he says, watch your TV. And what he says by TV is your transformational vocabulary because your words, they have the power to build the future that you want, or they have the power to destroy the future that you want. And since we're talking about attraction and creating magic and attracting the love and the life that we desire, we have to be responsible for our words because they are responsible for getting our energy into the alignment with the force of the universe so we can bring in the life that we desire. So let's just jump in into some examples. We have the choice to choose. We have the choice to choose. It doesn't sound very good, but anyway. Let's look at, for instance, you just lost your job. Yeah. You can choose to be upset. You can choose to curse the world. You can choose to fight with your boss. You can choose to be the victim. Or you can choose to look at the same situation with a new point of view. You can choose to say, okay, so this is what's happening. And, you know, maybe this is my opportunity to go for my dream job. Maybe I've always wanted to do something different, but I never had the courage to. So maybe this is my opportunity. And then you choose how to look at that situation and you choose how to speak about that situation. And that's how you shape and that's how you manifest your future. Would you like to share something?
Well, yeah, because I was also thinking that while you were saying that, okay, so if I choose to be upset and angry and talk about and think about that situation in that way, then I start also just, I feel so bad about it. I feel sad, I feel depressed, I feel angry, and all that. Well, that doesn't actually doesn't doesn't help me in any way because the situation is I've lost my job. But if I can look at it as a possibility, then I can actually have that little bit of feeling of excitement maybe about it. Um, if I choose to trust that this is actually what's best for me and it could and I just trust, yeah, this is the best thing that's possible for me. And I totally trust that there's a creative and wonderful solution coming towards me. Then suddenly, instead of feeling depressed and angry, I'm feeling kind of hopeful and anxious, and not anxious, hopeful and excited and eager. Of course, there might be a bit of anxiety there. And that's where we have to learn to trust into that everything is always working out for you, and to choose to look at the situation through kind of the lens of love and joy.
Yeah, yeah. I love what you said about the feelings because actually our feelings are our guides and they can actually tell us if we're on the right path or if we need to adjust our path. So if you're looking at a situation and you're still feeling sad or you're feeling angry or you're feeling upset, you're still not in alignment with what you want. And then you can choose, okay, so this means that I'm still feeling sad and upset. So what can I do? How can I be responsible for my feelings right now? How can I shift my thought right now so I feel a little bit better? You just have to feel a little bit and then a little bit better. And then, sometimes it's really hard to go from depressed to happy and excited, but you can go from depressed to angry. I think it's better. I feel it's better to feel angry than depressed. And then you go from angry to, upset. And then you go to hopeful. And then you go up on the scale. And then you start attracting the things that you want to attract. And I love that because you are responsible and your feelings are your guides. And then you have the choice. Okay, same situation. How do I want to look at it? Do I want to be the victim? Do I want to just keep looking at what is? Oh, I'm a single woman. I'm not in a relationship. I don't have the man that I want. There are no good men out there. Apps are not good. Only men that are in the apps, they just want sex, blah, blah, blah. Or can you choose, okay, I'm responsible for my future. I believe that I can have anything that I want. I do believe that there is a good man out there for me. I do believe that there are 8 billion people in this world. And, there's a good part of it that are men that want to commit, that want to have a relationship. And that's what we're talking about here. Same situation, how two paths, and each path is going to lead to a different outcome, to a different future. And then keep checking with your body. Like, okay, how am I feeling? You know, does that mean that I have to choose again, make a new choice? And we can always choose again. That's another thing that I learned and that I use every day. You know, okay, part of me that made the wrong choice. I made a mistake, but I can choose again. I love you for making the wrong mistake, the wrong choice. Sorry. I can choose again.
You know what else I was thinking is that even with things that are small, just little changes in our internal dialogue vocabulary. And so I just wanted to have a couple of little examples that happen every day. So, I wake up and I look around my house and maybe it's not exactly how I want it. And there's one voice that could say, oh man, I hate it when my house is dirty. And, or same meaning, I could say, wow, you know what? I really love it when my house is clean. So it's looking at the house the same way, but I'm now, okay, maybe when I look at it, it's messy, which is what elicited that word, man, I hate it when my house. But if I say, wow, I love it when my house is clean, and then I put some music on and I clean my house, yay. It's a completely different way about it. Or if I'm stuck in traffic, I could say, wow, I hate it when people drive so badly. Ugh. Or I could say, wow, you know what? I really love it when traffic just goes so smoothly and I get to work and it's all really smooth and I can just relax. I just love it when traffic goes well. I love it when people drive well. I it's not that I'm ignoring what is, but I'm stating what I would love. And it just, I really found that that little change in perspective, I hate it when someone does that. Well, why don't I actually say what I would like them to be doing? Gosh, I really love it when people are super kind and respectful. Oh, I really love it when shop attendants, you know, look at me and say hello. And if we start looking at what would be the most fabulous solution, what we would really love, we uplift it, or if we have a situation with a friend or a family member and we see, God, I hate it when my mom does that. Well, why don't I put out there, wow, I really love it when my mom does this. And I really truly believe, Tanya, that when we look at what we love, it starts to grow like a beautiful flower. And it also even allows other people, when I see what I love about that person, even if I don't say it to them, if I say it to them, even better, but even if I don't say it to them, it allows it to grow. And I've just seen that time and time again when I focus on what I love about someone. And even if when I tell them what I love about them, then suddenly they sort of take that on. And when I focus about what irritates me about somebody, gosh, they get more and more and more irritating. And to me, that's like such a and like you said that word responsibility. The responsibility is also this wonderful power that we have. I don't know if you've had that experience where yeah, it's a responsibility and it's a fabulous power.
Yeah, yeah, I love what she said. There's a mantra that it always comes back to my mind, and it just did now, and it goes like this: where focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you focus on happens. You know, sick people are always talking about disease because that's what they focus on. And then they keep repeating that roller coaster of disease. And so there is a study that says that the mind cannot distinguish between a yes and a no. So let's go back to that example that you said about the house. If you say, I don't like this mess, your mind cannot read don't, it just reads mess. So it's going to give you more mess. And when you say, I love my clean house, it focuses on clean and it gives you more of that clean house. So, yeah. And then it goes back to the whole responsibility. What do you want to focus on? How do you want to see this? Positive people, rich, abundant people, they're always thinking about positive things, abundant things. Sick people are always
Yeah.
talking about disease. I don't know what it's like in Canada, but here in Brazil, there's like a culture that it's like nice to talk about disease. It's like people feel loved when they're the victim. And I'm like, no, I am not buying this culture. Um, what is it called? Belief anymore.
Yeah.
Like I am choosing to talk about health and abundance and love and creating magic. And yeah, it's always a choice. It just comes
Do,
down to what do you choose?
do you have a little tool that you could share with people? I have a little daily exercise and I would love to hear
Okay,
yours.
jump in, jump in. Okay, you
Oh,
have one already, just go for it. Go for
well, my little daily exercise is I have this tiny little notebook and I write one page of everything that I love. So it could be from I love my cup of tea. I am a tea maniac. I love the taste of the tea. I love the smell of tea. I mean, it can be as simple as it doesn't have to be something huge. I love the song of the birds. I love the feeling of my mattress because it's so comfortable. Oh, I love the warmth. And I just fill my whole page with things I love. And then I start my day like that. And that for me is it just makes me feel good. I feel happy and I feel good when I realize, wow, I love all these things and I have them and I'm so grateful for them. So that's a little
it.
exercise if you want to try it. And I know that you have one as well, so I'd love to hear yours.
Mine is actually very similar to yours. I do have a daily routine, and the first thing that I do, I'm still on my bed. as soon as I wake up, I just go, like I do a little scan of my previous day or of the week, and I just say, I am truly grateful for, and then whatever, I'm truly grateful for waking up this morning. I'm truly grateful for this blanket that's keeping me so warm. I'm truly grateful for meeting my friends last night. And then I go on and on and on. And that's how I set up my day. Very similar. And
Oh,
it
great.
works
Yeah.
because then
Yep.
you just start your day in a high vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. And it carries through. And I really, really encourage people to remind themselves throughout the day, look for joy, look for love, look for gratitude, look for those things in every tiny little opportunity that you can. Who, in one sense, if it manifests something or not, it makes you feel good. You feel better, you feel alive, you feel happy, feel grateful, and that's also the feeling that radiates out of you, that people sort of they pick it up. So I would love to hear if any of our followers and listeners have a little morning routine that they do that picks them up and changes their vibe. And I'd love people to try what we've suggested and give us feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Just write in the comments and let us know. Let us celebrate with you. And thank you, Soleil, for being here with me today. Again, I love our meetings.
Absolutely. Yes, me too. There's another thing. Get a partner, like a buddy partner, and do check in with each other and make sure like it's a sort of someone else who will remind you, because it's easy to sometimes wake up and go, but when you have a great partner like Tanya and I just love checking in because she reminds me and I remind her. So I also suggest
Yeah,
that.
love that. Love that. So thank you. I'll see you later.
Okay, till the next time.
Till the next time. Bye bye.